Awesome. Okay, so first I'm going to show Connor's work on feature flagging. And Erica, I'm actually going to quote you from Slack. Well, why are we building this, first of all? Um, this is based on the majority of users in the Philippines and Nigeria using Storytel as a free chat GPT alternative, which isn't the intention of our product and doesn't align with the use case of our ideal customer profile. So what does this mean exactly? Well, what we basically did was, I'm going to jump over into PostHog here. We're limiting the usage of ChatGPT 4 to people who have company emails and who are not located in the Philippines and Nigeria. So you can see here in PostHog, we have these release conditions in this GPT-3 feature flag, and we can check the country code equal to PH and the country code equal to NG. And we also have this email contains plus QA, and that's just kind of for our testing to test this feature flag out. So I'm going to hop over to staging here, and I'm going to sign in. First, I'm going to start with Connor's QA Storytel account here, and this one will have GPT-4 enabled. So I'm going to sign in here, go to the world's knowledge, and you can see we do have access to ChatGPT-4 and Claude here with the toggles. So this is how it should work if you're signed in with your company's email address, aka not, at gmail.com or at yahoo.com or something like that. So that should work normally. And then I'm going to actually sign out here and go over to a Gmail account. Connor's, is it Conswan?
Yeah, you're gonna have to search for it separately because it's only linked to localhost, not to staging.
Okay.
Sorry, I know that's
No, it's not a big deal. Okay, so I'll sign in with this Gmail account here. And then I go to World's Knowledge, and then now you see the toggles for GPT-4 and Claude are disabled. So I don't have the ability to turn this on. And along with the reason I mentioned earlier, only using ChatGPT-3 is going to save us like 90% cost. So it's a 90% cost reduction. And it'll greatly reduce costs around our category 2 users. So any questions here? Does this kind of make sense how this works? Or, well, I'll show the code in a second, but in general, like what we're trying to accomplish here. All right, cool.
Yes.
Now going over into the code, what Connor and I helped a little bit with this, but it was mostly Connor. What we did first was create a feature flag context. So this is kind of like a wrapper that goes around the application that keeps track of the state. And this is where you can see we're initializing PostHog right here. And then doing some other function calls here, like setting the person properties for the flags. So this is basically telling PostHog, how do we identify the user that's currently using the website? And for that, we're using their email. And then this is where we actually check for the value of the feature flag. So we call PostHog is feature flag enabled, and then we pass the name of the feature flag, which is GPT-3 feature flag. And then based on the user, which we configured here, it will return a Boolean value, whether they can use GPT-4 or not. I know it's named GPT-3. I think this just means that they can only use GPT-3. So that's how this is done here. And this basically runs every time the user will access the website. And then we set this state variable block GPT-4 user here. We export it. And then when we go over into the LLM toggle component, which are these right here, we import that feature flag context right here, and we use that block GPT-4 variable, GPT-4 user variable here. And then we actually set the blocked model list based on the Boolean value of that variable right here. So if it is equal to true, they have access to all of these models right here. And if it's false, just this one. Actually, I'm not sure why it's Palm 2 here. Oh, these are the blocked. I'm sorry, the ones that are blocked. Yeah. So, right. Yeah, that makes sense now. So I think I can explain that a little bit backwards, but any questions on the code here?